So here I am with Andy. I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm here for my Precision Day. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
So looking forward to this. It looks amazing. So I'm all yours. And I've got a very open mind as well, by the way.
Good man. So first of all, I'm going to sort you out with a shirt and a goodie bag.
Oh, perfect.
Which is what size are we on then?
Well, I used to be an extra large, but I've actually got down to a medium now. Believe it or not.
Medium?
Yeah, I've been getting in the gym lots. So yeah.
Medium. Okay, so we've got your medium shirt.
Lovely, thank you.
And a goodie bag and some dartboard accessories and stuff
Oh
in
wow,
there.
thank you so much.
So that'll help you.
Can I have a quick look in here now for the camera? Let's have a look what we've got.
Yeah.
Oh, got a sharpener.
Some wax.
What else have we got here? Oh, a nice Mission Darts patch.
You can iron that on or so on.
Oh, always handy, an Oppie guide. Yeah, always really handy to have. What else we've got in there? Oh, leveller as well. The amount of times I'm looking for a leveller at home.
Yeah.
They're really, really handy. Yeah, that's lovely. Thank you so much. I'll put these back in the bag. And here is...
Yeah, it's a Precision shirt like the one I'm wearing. You can only get these if you come for a fitting, so...
so you can't buy them, so yeah, that's the only way to get them. So if anybody like these shirts, you know exactly what to do.
Yeah, cool.
Perfect, thank you. Do you want me to wear it doing the thing, or...
this?
Okay,
no. You stay comfy as you are, that's absolutely fine.
Lovely.
Right, so we're going to get underway, and to explain how we're going to do this, I'm looking for three things today.
Okay.
I'm looking for changing, well, if need be, how the dart comes out of your hand,
Right.
how the dart flies, and how the dart lands.
Okay.
And if we can get those three, you may have one of those already okay, two of them already okay. It's unusual if all three are good.
Yeah.
So what we're looking to
definitely
do is find the right dart and setup that all those three things work.
Okay.
Okay, and if we achieve that by the end, then you're going to be really happy.
I will be.
You're going to see your scores and everything improve. So how we're going to do, we start off with 8 what I call basic differences in a dart. So some will be light, some will be heavy, some will be short, some will be fat, some will be thin, front weighted, back weighted, etc.
Okay.
From you throwing those darts,
Yeah.
I'm then going to get an idea
Yeah.
as to which direction we're going.
Okay, perfect.
You know, there will be a big difference when I give you a grippy dart to a non-grippy dart as how it comes out of your hand.
Yeah,
so that's kind of, all the time I'm kind of ticking the boxes in my head what we want for you. Once we have gone through those basic 8, I'll then have an idea which ranges we're going to look at. There may be a few or there may be a lot of different ranges, and we'll then start looking at them.
So basically you're eliminating as we go along.
If you imagine we're starting with 200 darts and we're going to end up with 1 and we're just eliminating throughout. Once we find the correct dart, we're then going to, I might mess about with the weight, so it might be available in 3 or 4 weights, and we'll choose the right weight for you. And then when we finally got that, we'll move on to the stem and fly, and that's where we're making fine margins, but that'll help at the end until we've got the perfect setup.
You can help me with my YouTube channel tremendously. I get so nervous when I'm throwing on camera. I can play, but as soon as it goes game on, I've got this mental block. So it could be that I am looking so forward to this.
Absolutely, yeah. Let's get underway.
Yeah, definitely.
Brilliant. The only thing I need to know from you, I don't need to know what current darts you're using. That's usually what first people want to show me.
Yes, I use these.
It really doesn't matter. You just need an open mind for today.
Yeah.
Because you could be going away with anything. The only thing I need to know from you is where you grip the dart. And the only reason I need to know that is because if you grip it right at the back, it's no good me giving you a super short barrel because you'd be gripping on the stem. So all I need you to do is show me about where you grip it. So you're front of centre, but that leaves us open to pretty much everything.
That's exactly how I grip it. I don't know why I have this thing on there. I used to throw it like that, but for years now I've been having that finger on there.
And one thing I will say that people do ask a lot is, what about the point? What should I have a grippy point? This, that. The point makes very little difference.
Really?
To this. Yeah, and the reasoning for that, if you think about it, I know there's lots and lots of points out there, and obviously we sell lots and lots of points. It's more aesthetics, or it's more to make you feel comfortable. If you think about how you throw a dart, the whole point is to get your hand off the dart.
Yeah.
So if you've got anything on there that's holding onto your finger, that makes it more difficult to get your hand off the dart. So if we can find a dart for you where the point that was machined in when it was made stays in there, and we're not going to mess about it, then all the better.
Perfect.
Yeah, so that's what we're going to aim for today, is finding a dart where the point that's already in there is absolutely perfect.
Can I just ask one question of it? I've got a problem. Sometimes on my third dart, I'm sure I always throw it different to the other 2. Does that make sense? I'm sure I throw the first 2 like, okay. But the third one, I sometimes find that maybe I don't let go of it the same, or it don't quite go where I want, or I don't know. Is that weird?
No, because it could be rhythm, it could be a number of things. You'll see even professional, I mean, even the world champion, Michael Smith, you'll see sometimes on the third dart, he actually walks a little bit.
Yeah.
Which is a fault in his throw, and he would be trying not to do that. We all have our own idiosyncrasies that we do.
Because I might not be holding 2 darts and then I've got nothing in my hand. I don't know. I overthought everything.
Yeah, again, what I'm hoping for at the end of today is you almost forget that you've got new darts.
Yes.
Because the dart that I've fitted for you feels so comfy.
Yeah.
That you forget that you've got a new dart.
Exactly.
What I don't, I get lots of people coming in and going, I keep changing my grip and I keep changing my stance and they're changing everything when it's actually the dart they need to change.
And people do need to come in. Do a lot of people come in with not an open mind, do you find?
Yeah, so you get people come in and say, I can only use a grippy dart. It has to be a grippy dart, and it can be a number of things. That might well be the case, but it could also be that they've convinced themselves of that because it's the only kind of dart they can release. It doesn't mean it's the right one for them, and they may well go away with a non-grippy dart or a medium grippy dart just because they've been using a dart where the balance is wrong, it's too long, it's too heavy, whatever. And once we sort all that out, they forget that they've ever mentioned that they need a grippy dart. Yeah. Very famously, Alan Suter, who's one of our players, the first thing he said to me in his fitting was, I've used pair flights for 30 years, I can't possibly change them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the first thing we changed.
Yeah, because there's very few people that wear, like Steve Beaton used pair darts.
Yeah.
Few, isn't there?
There's very few. So we ended up changing Alan to small stand. He couldn't believe it because he was like, I've been using this for 30 years. But the science and the difference in his throw was massive.
Yeah.
And he said, I can't now go back because this is.
So even a professional at that level, at all them years, so anybody that come in has to just
it's absolutely suitable for anybody. I've had players that literally have been playing a week. They've just thought, I've seen my mates play, I want to come in and get. And to be fair, that's a really good time to get fitted because you've not picked up any bad habits.
Yeah.
But right through to county players, to professional players, top 32 in the world players, it is suitable for everybody. Some people it's tiny tweaks, some people it's massive tweaks.
Yeah.
I mean, who knows? I don't know what dart you use.
No.
So by the time we finish this, you're either going to say, oh, that's fairly similar, or you're going to go, I really didn't expect that.
Yeah.
So let's get underway and see how we go.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you to throw sometimes 3. I can tell straight away with 3 darts that that's not for you, but sometimes up to 6 or 9 with each. And all I'm doing, like I say, all the time is I'm just looking at things, and I'm just eliminating.
Yeah.
So I don't want you to worry about where they go.
No, I feel really nervous.
It really doesn't matter where they go. If you throw at treble 20 all the time, that's great. But all I am looking for, first of all, is how this dart is going to come out of your hand. And as amazing as it may seem, within about 5 minutes, I'll have a really good idea where we're going. And that's just from having done so many of these now.
Yeah.
I can see straight up, like I saw something in those 3 already that made me think, okay, I know one of the directions we're going to be going.
You've got hundreds of positions.
Yeah. And as simple as it is there, with only 6 darts thrown, the first 3 kind of slid out of your hand, whereas the second 3 looked like they were thrown. And they're both straight ring barrels. This one's about a grip level 2, that's a grip level 5. So instantly, I'm thinking we are going to be looking at a grippy dart for you because that's where your acceleration comes from. Again, without getting too technical about the throw, some people's acceleration comes from their arms. That if you watch Van Gogh, he really gives it.
He opens his hand like that almost, doesn't he?
And other people's can come from the grip, where they kind of use the wrist and the friction between the thumb and the grip of the dart. And that looks to me early days, but the way that you do it. So I think we will be going somewhere along the lines of gripping. So if you want to have another 3 with those.
All over the place, that's just nerves.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And like I say, we'll go through all these 8 Even though there's some that I know aren't going to be suitable, I still get information from them. So.
My darts always sort of go in on that angle as well. They sort of dip down, don't they? Where some people stand more straight up.
Yeah, again, I'm looking to get a good angle. By the time we finish this, I want all 3 darts going in at the same angle. And if they are kicking up like that, that's good. You know, we kind of want one or the other. We either want it to be kicking up like that, or we want it to be totally flat, so like landing on top.
Yeah.
What we don't want is in the middle.
Yeah.
So yeah, they're going absolutely fine. I just want to go to this one.
Okay.
And again, so I've taken the grip off that dart,
Yeah.
and instantly that is struggling to stay in the board.
It is, yeah.
Because there's no power there. You're not generating enough power from your arm. You generate your power from the wrist and the grip with your thumb.
Yeah.
So something with no grip on like that, you may well be able to hit at 180, but in the long run, it's not going to be consistent for you.
Oh my God, can I ask you just something off this? Because
Yeah.
my boy is on camera, is really good at darts, but he's now give it up. And we've had so many people come round, it don't matter what weight we give him, what points we give him, whatever we do, all his darts, and he can hit, look, we've got him on camera, but he's now at a stage where even in comps he's playing, he'll have like, say he plays 7 legs, he'd have like 15, all his darts, it don't matter what we give him, what weight, they all, and Max has been round, we cannot keep him in the board. So maybe something like this could be amazing for him, couldn't it?
It'd be massive. It'd be massive.
Because he's at wit's end that he won't even play anymore, it's that bad.
Yeah, and again, we get people where they think they can figure it out themselves. So the automatic thing to think is, my dart's not sticking in, I'll go with a heavier dart.
Yes.
That's not always the case. Because if you think about it, this isn't always the case, but something lighter you can actually throw faster through the air. So it may well be that he's been going in the wrong direction.
Yeah.
We go something lighter, potentially we could put a board grip point on the end that doesn't affect the throw, but it just gives you a little bit of grip into the side.
Yeah.
So that could help. But yeah, we may end up going lighter. Again, we've talked before about pair flights.
Yeah.
When I do ladies for the fitting, because ladies don't tend to generate as much power, what we need is a faster flying dart through the air, and so we need less air resistance. So we take the standard flight away and we go to kites or pairs, and that actually gives them a bit more speed. So again, for him, that could be a thing.
Yeah.
We may go smaller flight, albeit there's all sorts of different systems we could use. A smaller flight may work. So it's not really thinking out of the box, because this is kind of science. It's physics at the end of the day. But there'd be things that you wouldn't think about, or it might be the opposite of what you automatically think. So yeah, we're getting down and we're
I just think we could. It's just a shame because it's something that he likes doing. He got very good. We've got like patches of him on camera to the extent now. It's just, what is the point of me playing that? Because he's even had it where he's had 2 in the 60. Do you know what I mean? And they're just hanging in there.
Yeah,
it's even now so bad. When he was playing, he'll have one. His first start around the 60. It's hanging in. He has to play on the 19.
Yeah.
So then he has to go on the. It is
and
mad.
it's taken away
and it's not. I don't want to do it anymore.
Yeah, and I get that.
And it's
I get
all.
that.
And he's only like 16 now, and I think he could be.
Yeah.
I think if he practiced, he could be really quite good, so that would be amazing. I'll
Yeah,
definitely.
Yeah,
sorry,
so-
it's just been a chat.
No, that's all right. That's good. Right, let's move on to these.
Can we have another freebie with these?
Yeah, please. Yeah, and I mean the interesting thing is there's plenty of grip on that, but I'm not getting the flight that I want at all. It's coming out of your hand totally wrong. Okay, so we're making progress already in how the dart is flying.
Yeah.
From where you grip the dart,
Yeah.
that's where I want to put the weight in the dart. So as you can kind of see from that, the weight's in the middle. That's around about where you hold it.
Okay.
So I just want to give you this one just to try, and I should get a similar result from this.
Okay.
Oh. Now, it's like I say, don't worry where they go, it's about how they fly. There's no grip on that. So again, where I said to you earlier we need grip, there isn't any on that.
There isn't.
I'm just looking for how the dart actually flies. and it's good. The angle, the arc is really good. So from those kind of first 8, I've actually only done 7 of the 8 because there's one that I don't even need to bother with. It's
You know,
it's a
waste of time.
But from those 8, I'm thinking now grippy,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking something where the weight's in the middle.
Okay.
So I'm now going to think of the ranges that we have that are similar to that,
Okay.
and we'll now move on to stage 2
Perfect.
where we do the same thing again.
Lovely. Thank you.
And we'll get those out.